It's almost like losing someone to a drug addiction. The delusions and rage are the same. Exactly. I always describe it as grieving somebody who's still alive, kind of like you're stuck with their angry ghost. They're still there physically, but mentally and emotionally, they're just gone. You're suddenly convinced that the whole world's out to get them. They're screaming at the shadows, and if you don't share their delusions, then they think that you're one of them. One of who? Them. You know what I'm talking about. It's not just political, it's psychological. It's like watching the humanity drain out of somebody and being told that you're the one who's changed. It's not even really about right versus left anymore. It's just trying to figure out if the person that you used to know is even still in there at all. And it's really strange how it works out too, because it's somebody that you usually think that isn't that political, and then one day you say something and then they say, well, that's totally wrong. It started with Obama. You need to wake up, sheeple. And you just kind of get caught off guard and you're like, what started with Obama? What are you even talking about? And they're just like, see, you don't even know. You don't even know. So why are you talking about this at all? It's like they get some sort of superiority complex along with the paranoia. Then they send you a bunch of memes, or you ask them for a source for something, and then they send you to a website called screamingeagle1776.org. Then you try and explain to them that that's completely wrong. You provide them with the real facts and the real proof, and they say, well, that's all been engineered, and you're falling for it. They try and flex this inner badass that they think they are, and you're just like, dude, you cried during Forrest Gump and Titanic. What is this? At least if it was a drug problem, you could send them somewhere like a rehab center or something like that. But what are you going to do for this? I mean, there's not any type of rehab conspiracy camp or something. It's just very strange watching somebody that you thought was kind of reasonable starting to talk about lizard people that are running the world and celebrities that need adrenochrome by eating babies or some shit. And then, one of my favorite things is when they try and mock you for believing in mainstream science. Everything has an agenda that's trying to get to you, except for the people that they're learning this shit from. Those people are the only ones telling the truth. And it's like they almost get it sometimes because they accuse other people of just wanting to get clicks and likes, but they don't ever think that it applies to the rage farmers that they are subscribing to. They're angry, they're paranoid, they lack basic empathy, they don't live in reality. It feels like you're talking Swahili to a hamster. And sometimes they just come back around on their own. But the problem with that is that you still have that in your head that they could sink back into it at any time. So you don't really trust them the way that you used to. It's like they escaped the cult, but they're still getting the newsletter. And anytime they say, you know what I heard? You flinch. Then you start to feel like maybe this isn't over. Maybe this is just intermission. It just feels like no matter what, you will never get that original person back. And it sucks. It just sucks.